If you thought the numbers I put up in 2021 was wait
till you see what happens in 2022.
Girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
What are you doing to outbeat the competition?
There used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. All right, guys, today I'm going to be reacting to Nick Cannon, who says that he has multiple kids on the way and why. Let's get to it.
Gotta ask you about a story we saw.
Okay.
It says you have 3 babies on the way. Is that true or false?
Well, when you say on the way,
You know what?
God damn it, Nick.
what count you at? Let's just put it
On
this
the way. They're not here yet.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, they're coming. They're on the way.
The stork is on the way.
The stork has the package?
Yes, there's.
That damn
three?
celibacy
I don't know. It could be. This is what I said. If you thought the numbers I put up in 2021 was
wait till you see what happens in 2022.
There's a lot of kids last year.
Oh my God. Okay, so what happened with this whole therapy, this celibacy?
So you were right there. Okay, I'm glad I get to talk about this. So obviously, and I did, my therapist when I started my show and stuff had told me I needed to chill out. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, let's try celibacy.
Right.
And that was like October. Like
January.
No, I didn't even make it to. I was supposed to go. That was the whole thing. I was supposed to make it to the top of the year, but then obviously I would start going through some stuff with, I got depressed, like with the loss of my son and stuff. So in December, and the thing is, because everybody saw I was so down, so everybody's like, I'm just give him a little vagina. And that's gonna cure it all.
I know what makes them feel better.
And that's what, and I fell victim to it because I was in a weak state. So December, especially right before Christmas, I started fucking like crazy, and that's when it I broke the celibacy, but I was probably celibate for probably like a month and a half strong. I mean, you were there. I was trying to do it. Yeah. I had a new show, new energy. I was dealing with a lot.
I was there. I was every day. So what you doing, Nick?
So October 22. So around the holidays, we should be expecting some.
All these September,
packages
October
to be dropped
on the way.
By the store, huh?
Let me ask you
y'all
this.
are pretty good at math.
As you can see with Nick Cannon already has a lot of kids, but Nick Cannon is not afraid to keep impregnating women to have children. And the reason why is because Nick Cannon is at a phase of his life and at a level of his life where he understands that he's going to be rich for the rest of his life. So he doesn't mind getting women pregnant and having children. What people need to understand is when you have the money to take care of a child is raised differently. Now, will he be around to spend time with all of these children? That's going to be questionable. But for the most part, the moral behind the story is you have certain guys out there that are going to complain about their baby mama. They're going to complain about child support. They're going to complain about women using them as crutches. But then you have guys like Nick Cannon. They place themselves in a position of power to where they can have as many kids as they want, and they don't worry about the child support. They don't worry about getting used because the women respect them on that level. The reason why I am showing you this video is so you guys can understand that a lot of what you're going through with women is going to start internally. Women have changed. Women have become more dominant. Women have become more loosely, but women are still women. They are still submissive and they're still insubmissive to a man of power. So instead of worrying about woman's nature, you really only need to know woman's nature whenever you're looking to pursue a woman. But before you get around woman's nature, you guys need to be on your purpose. You need to be chasing success. You need to be chasing riches because that's going to require a lot more brain power. Whenever you're not chasing riches and you're not chasing success, your distraction is going to be love. Too many people try to find love before they find success. They think love will make them successful. It will give them a reason to get up. It'll give them a reason to work, but it doesn't. In the modern world that we live in, you need money to survive. You need money to do things. You need money to go places. And without money, it can cause a lot of frustration. And a lot of guys who do not have money run to this type of chick. This is going to be video number 2. Let's get to it.
When the men are not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says, help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her. Bigger woman says, she going to help me. She going to put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain a man.
She's absolutely right. A lot of guys out there, you cater towards the insecure girls, especially a lot of broke guys with game. Guys who are broke, don't have money, but have game. Yes, they do gravitate towards the bigger woman to survive. And the bigger woman needs the attention from these guys because they're not getting them from other guys in order to survive. This is another dynamic of life that us in the manosphere, we never talk about this.
To make up for it.
Yeah.
So the man, again, not want to just sacrifice, step up, be by yourself for some time, get your money right. I'll just go get a big girl, she'll help me.
It's easy.
All right, we got a third video that just popped up, and this is going to be coming from Melanie King. She is a woman in the manosphere now. A lot of guys are starting to gravitate towards her ever since Kevin Samuels has been deceased. Big shout outs to Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, legacy live on. But for her to step up and get a lot of fame coming in now, I can understand it because a lot of you guys are hyenas. You're not lions. And on top of that, a lot of women, not just her, are coming into the manosphere since Kevin has been deceased. And they're starting to gain a lot of popularity. Why? Because when Kevin was here, Kevin explained to you the difference between an alpha male and a beta male, and he kept balance for men. Now that Kevin's gone, no one has stepped up to Kevin's plate. So a lot of you guys, you're going to revert back to what you normally know how to do, and that's be a hyena and run to women to get your advice. Nothing wrong with what they're saying, but when they start taking over the manosphere, just understand it's your fault. This is a manosphere. Let's get to it.
You can't even get women nowadays to bring their man a plate, rub his feet, just basic things. But the attitude of so many women that I see now is they don't want to cater to a man in any, it's almost like it's a dirty word. They don't want to compete for a man. They want.
She's absolutely right. A lot of women out here do not want to compete for a man. All right. But I have to tell you this. A lot of guys want the woman to compete for them that are just not worthy. And the reason why I say that is because I'm actually in the real world, and then you have the internet world. The internet world, this little space that we at, is amplified up 100 times more than what it is in real life. In real life, if you got a nice car, you got nice clothes, you got things going for yourself, and you have an alpha frame, you must have an alpha frame. You can have all that and still be the weakest man in the world, and she gonna disrespect you. But if you have all that and you can still maintain your alpha frame, a lot of women will submit to you in real life. In real life here. Everywhere that I go, I see a lot of guys that have submissive girlfriends. And I see guys that are the submissive one in a relationship. But there is a balance in real life when you start living real life. Women don't want to cater to men that they think that they're better than, but they don't want to cater to the man that's already putting them on a pedestal. You have to realize a lot of you guys got played because you put a woman on a pedestal at the beginning. And we stress a lot of that. Take accountability of the actions that you did to get played, and understand woman's nature has always been here. You just didn't know it. You're learning it now.
Want him to just pick her because she's so special, but it's too much competition. There's too much out here. What are you doing to outbeat the competition? What are you doing to win over a man? And a lot of women, they don't want to do it. They want to have attitudes, not be in, work on themselves in any kind of way, physically, mentally, spiritually. No, they just think they just show up. Me being alive, being a woman with a vagina is enough for a man to choose me.
In a lot of cases, she is right. A lot of these girls feel like they don't need to do anything. Why? It's our fault as men. We keep going after these girls, bro. We keep throwing ourselves at them. Men keep simping. Men keep just, hey, love me, love me, love me. You're pretty, you're pretty, you're pretty. Love me, love me, love me. You're pretty, you're pretty, you're pretty. If you woke up every day and you had a lot of women just throwing themselves at you, you wouldn't respect them as well. You'll always look for the best of the litter because you always got one coming for you. This is what pretty women are going through. Just like the video before this, a lot of these dudes who ain't got it like that, they just go over to the fat chicks. And then let's go back to Nick Cannon at the first video. He has so much money, he's just impregnating beautiful women. I'm sorry, but all his baby mamas are pretty. They are drop dead gorgeous. So you hear what she said, but I already played two different dynamics in the first two videos, so you can understand that when you do listen to stuff like this, it's catering to your shoulders of insecurity. That's what it does. You're right. Women don't want to work for it, but a lot of these women are just flat out dirt bags. They're hood rats. What do I mean? I mean, I got my shit together. You could go on Instagram and see my lifestyle. You could go to my second channel and see my lifestyle. I'm always around women. That's simple. But one thing that I can tell you is that women nowadays that are bougie, they got a crew of guys that are putting them on that scale. Other guys that have succeed don't look at them. But when you get to a level of success as a man, the same girl that sucks my dick after 12 o'clock and I send her back home is the woman that you're mad at that played you. Make yourself of value.
Accept me as I am. All the men need to change. All the men need to stop being this way. But us women, we're perfect out the womb. We're perfect. Just because we're born, we're perfect beings. And it's all these men. But that...
I like her message, but I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of it is catering to your shoulders of insecurity, guys. There are women that's going to play you. Yes, you are. In today's world, yes, you are. But they're playing simps. They're playing weak men. When you know the knowledge, there's no excuse for you to get paid, to get played by a woman. When you're on your grind, there's no excuse. Once you learn it, there's no excuse. It's just like I tell you introverts. If you spend all the time by yourself, why are you still sad, angry, and depressed when there's nobody there to alternate your emotions but you? It's confusion. See, women, when they get confused, they can always use their looks to get out of confusion because there's always a guy to compliment them and there's always somebody there to give them attention. It's not like that with a man. When you go through confusion and there's nobody around you, you got to figure it out by yourself. That's why men mental illness is so high right now. It's because men are having a hard time figuring out by themselves. So they're gathering information from 20 different thousand people. And then now you got all the right answers in the wrong places and you can't simplify your life. This is Anthony Spade, guys. Listen, women are not that hard to deal with when you out here growing, when you out here doing something with your life and you not putting them on a pedestal. You guys claim to be going your own way. Make sure you going your own way. Make sure you chasing your dreams. And you wouldn't be so mesmerized about hearing how entitled women feel. The moment you start accepting women's nature, the better you're going to be with women because you're going to understand it's going to boil down to this. You're going to be valued off of your status and how much money you make, and she's going to be valued off of her looks. When both of those run out, when her looks run out, her value drops. When your money run out, your value drops. You know why? Because the ugliest man in the world can get a beautiful woman. And Nick Cannon out here with his rich ass impregnating women left and right that are drop dead gorgeous, and those women ain't complaining about nothing. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.